This presentation is on closing the academic achievement gap. It will explore some of the theories behind the issue, propose solutions, and its ultimate impact. What is the achievement gap? It is a disparity in academic performance between different groups. Different groups refer to economic status, cultural background, and gender, or also language, second language learners. Studies have shown that on average, the cognitive skills of low-income 4-year-olds lag by 60% of their fluent peers. Similarly, children of poverty backgrounds score significantly lower than children in middle and high income household. And similarly, African American and Latino students from their higher scoring Caucasian peers. Let's take a brief look at a video about the differences of urban and suburban schools. And I am just going to fast forward this video a few minutes to about 1:15.
I don't have a problem with it. I just need to ask a couple of questions. It'll be real fast. You see, what's your name? My name is Donald. Oh, hey Donald. What's your name? Jamal. What's good? Jamal. So what's this about? Is this bullying? I don't really know. I'm just trying to.
I'm just going to fast forward to the questions.
Seem like a new student.
Sorry.
From private school, Catholic school. Does your school allow this? No, not at all. This isn't tolerated. Any shape, form, or way. No, sir. Can you tell me what did you notice here that you don't do at your school? The sagging pants, the do-rags, wave caps. We're kind of serious about our schoolwork. Trying to be funny? I'm not trying to be funny. I have a couple questions for you. What do you dislike about this kid? Look at him, man. Tight shirt, tight back. What's wrong with the way you dress? What's wrong with you? Can't breathe. Don't make me have to press charges on you. Come on, man. You can't be doing that around here. Do you know the difference in the school? In the hood now. Do you see the difference in the school? Yeah, I see the difference. He doesn't allow this at his school. Why are you letting this be done at your school? He at a new school. It don't go like this around here. You gotta pull it down a little bit. That belt's a little too tight. Loosen that up. So, how are your educational processes at your school? How are the grades? I got like a D. A D in what subject, can I ask? All subjects. I approve all that. As long as I ain't gotta go to summer school, it don't even matter. Feel me? Well, what about you, Donald? Anything under an A- is substantially not satisfactory for me. Wow.
Okay. So I'm going to stop here. If you would like to see more of the video, you can watch it at your leisure on YouTube. But the point I wanted to bring out is that there's two students from two different cultures, one from a suburban school and one from an urban school. The dress code or conduct is totally different. Further on in the video, it talks about how the subjects that Jamal gets are integrated math, while Donald gets calculus and things like that. So there's a great difference in disparity in what they are receiving as far as education. Poor urban schools consistently underperform according to national averages and proficiency. And because of the academic achievement gap, differences are illustrated in the school performance. Urban districts tend to have lower graduation rates than urban schools, and the urban districts tend to have less qualified teachers. Teachers hired at the school often award C's in the suburban school, which would qualify as an A in urban school. So what are some of the causes? One is economic disparity. Neighborhood schools in low-income communities typically have fewer resources. And add to this less experienced teachers and a watered-down curriculum. Add to this, students are chronically exposed to crime, violence, and health conditions. There are cultural differences, a lack of cultural sensitivity to and awareness of the diversity of learning styles. Standard curriculum is geared towards Caucasian students as opposed to African American and Latino students, which make up the majority of urban schools. There's a teacher in this difference in the teacher-student demographic, which leads to a lack of teacher-student connection. And this directly affects the students' learning. And there are lower teacher expectations. And this is a belief system that urban students, just can't learn, and there's nothing that the teacher can control outside the classroom, and so less effort is put inside the classroom. So solutions for consideration: provide schools and families with economic resources to excel, which means equalizing school funding, school choice, and faith-based schools. So for school choice, the idea is that the school funding should follow the student to whatever school best meets their needs. And studies have shown that faith-based schools help students of color because people of faith have a religious work effort and internal control, and also a tendency to avoid behaviors that are considered undisciplined. Culturally responsive teaching also involves recognizing cultural heritage of the students, that their heritage affects their dispositions, attitudes, and approaches to learning. It also builds a bridge between home and school experiences and uses a variety of instructional teaching strategies. It incorporates multicultural information, resources, and materials in all subjects. It teaches to the students collective culture, means putting the instruction in a real way to them, and not fake. Allows for multiple learning styles, as mentioned before, and integrating into the traditional curriculum material relevant to the lives and interests of the students, and also an active dialogue with the students as well. The normed opportunity paradigm is another solution. This builds from the idea that students of color are teachable and do not have inherent deficits that limit them. It's 4 parts, which is sharing in student culture. Teachers assimilate to the students' culture to build a bridge of mutual respect. Allowing students to lead, which gives students autonomy and builds their confidence and independence. Discerning their hidden talents, which taps into their existing strengths and helps channel it into an academic success. And lastly, refraining from moral judgments, which means using every opportunity to build a relationship with the students, not imposing personal moral expectations on the students. This also includes recognizing that minority students lack common universal opportunities and experiences, but they do have experiences that are unique to them, that are useful, such as critical thinking skills, and problem-solving skills and negotiating skills if they had to engage in any adult activity at home, such as caring for their siblings or negotiating with landlords, things like that. Those are all valuable skills that can be transferred to academic situations. Lastly, we can increase opportunity for academic success. Teachers should design and implement sound teaching practices. They should create academically challenging curriculums and differentiate instruction. And they should structure positive and learning environments to limit distractions and support success. So this presentation is not comprehensive. There are many more arguments to be explored. But the question is, why should we care? Why do we care about it if it doesn't affect us personally? But it does. It affects us all through crime, 70% of the nation's state prison inmates are high school dropouts. The cost to house an inmate is over $22,000 a year, and the cost to educate a child is over just $9,000 a year. It's easy to pay for quality education or to house people who only contribute crime and violence to the community. It affects our jobs. 50% of all jobs today require a high school diploma. 25% require a college degree. And employers complain that the lack of basic skills in perceived employees. It affects our taxes. The average annual income of high school dropouts is just over $18,000 a year. And the average income for a high school graduate is just over $25,000 a year, $45,000 for a person with a degree. When workers make money, they pay taxes and contribute to society. Educated students become taxpayers instead of tax consumers. It also affects health care. Less educated people tend to have unhealthy lifestyles, tend to not have health insurance, and which means they get less preventive care, which means they make more emergency room visits, which drives up health costs. It affects the economy and lessens our intervention and productivity for workers, and lessens our nation's potential for output and slows growth, in essence, recession. It also affects our moral equality. Should a student be stuck in poverty because they cannot good education? All students should be able to flourish and reach their own potential. There are many publicly funded programs out there that the government has put into effect, but the work is still needed to be done. So this is my presentation. Those are my references. I'll put them back up. These are my references, and I hope you enjoy.